When you die in Dubai, who actually gets your money? Will your family be able to access your bank accounts? Or does it all get frozen by the government? This is one of those topics no one wants to talk about until it's too late. And if you're an expat living here, it matters a lot. Because it's not just about money, it's about your family, your home, and even your kids. At the end of this video, I'll share the part nobody talks about. What happens to your children if both you and your spouse pass away here in Dubai? I'm Ralph Renner, helping ambitious expats invest, build and thrive in Dubai. If you're building a life here, or even just thinking about it, these are the things you cannot afford to ignore. Here's a truth that catches most people off guard. If you pass away in Dubai without a legally registered will, especially one that's valid under UAE law, your money, your property, and even your joint bank accounts get frozen immediately. From that moment, your estate falls under what's called Sharia inheritance law, even if you're not Muslim. That means your spouse may not inherit everything, your children's share may be locked away until adulthood, and some of your hard-earned money could go to relatives you never intended. Most expats assume, I've got a will in the UK or US, I've written everything down, my family knows what I want. Unfortunately, none of that automatically counts here. Unless your will is registered locally, the courts default to local law. It doesn't matter how long you've lived here, how many assets you own, or how much your family depends on you. Without a UAE valid will, you give up the right to decide what happens to everything you've built. Now, when I first learned this, it shook me. Like many expats, I assumed my UK will covered me, but it doesn't. And the thought of my wife and kids being left in that situation, that's when it really hit home. I have a trusted legal partner who helped me and my family create ours. Use the link in the description if you want to get connected with them. So let's walk through what really happens. First, a death is registered. Authorities issue a local death certificate. Then your Emirates ID gets cancelled. The second that happens, every account in your name is frozen. Bank accounts, credit cards, salary accounts, even joint accounts, all locked until the legal process finishes. And then the courts take over. Your estate is divided under Sharia law. That could mean your spouse gets as little as 1/8. The rest is split among male relatives. Children's shares are held in custody until they're adults. Meanwhile, your family is grieving and struggling to access the funds you left behind. And it's not just bank accounts. Property can be frozen too. Businesses can be disrupted. School fees can be unpaid. And that's the heartbreaking reality for many expat families. And the worst part, it's completely avoidable. So what can you do to protect your wealth? First, register a UAE-recognised will. And this is a non-negotiable. It lets you decide who inherits what, appoint guardians for your kids, protect your property, bank account, and investments. Step 2. Structure your assets smartly. Don't assume joint accounts are enough. They can still be frozen. Instead, explore offshore accounts, trust structures, or separating assets in different jurisdictions. Then keep your documents organized. Even the best will is useless if no one knows where you put it. So keep a secure, accessible record of assets, debts, property deeds, insurance policies. These simple steps make your wishes stand legally in Dubai and save your family months of stress. We've talked about money, we've talked about property, but here's the part most expats overlook. What happens to your children if both you and your spouse pass away here in Dubai? Your kids don't automatically go to the people you assume. Unless you've named guardians in the UAE registered will, your children could be placed in temporary state custody while the courts decide. Even if your family is on the next flight, even if your intentions are obvious, without a will, the decision isn't yours. And that's not a risk any parent should take. A registered will doesn't just protect your money, it protects your children, your values, and your legacy. So you came to Dubai to build something better. You've worked hard, you've taken risks, and you made sacrifices. Don't let it all unravel because of this missing paperwork. Legacy just isn't what you leave behind, it's how you leave it. And that's why I have a trusted legal partner who helped me and my family create ours. Use the link in the description if you want to get connected with them. If this helped you, hit that like and subscribe button and share with someone you care about. I'm Ralph Renner, and I'll see you in the next one.